same kind of critical eye that you might during the regular season, or do you not because it's a preseason game?
Well, it's more about habits right now. So you're looking at it, but I was coming in with the same energy if we'd have lost by 15 or won by 15. Like we're building, and when you're building, you got to look at what you're doing and you got to correct it. And that's really what we're doing more than anything is going looking at the film. What are we doing? What drills do we need to continue on? What parts of the habits that we're trying to break have they not got yet?
Last night you mentioned you thought communication might have been one of the things you could clean up. Did you see that on film as
Yeah,
well?
absolutely. There was sometimes when two smalls were coming together and they were supposed to red, which means switch, and they didn't. It was clearly communication because as my guy's coming, I gotta let you know, here he comes, red, 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 red. And when you do that and you speak with your outside voice, all of a sudden good things happen. But when you don't communicate and you just expect each other knows it, then all of a sudden two guys go with one guy and Ingram is shooting a wide open three.
Switching a lot more last night. How do you think that plays into your guys' personnel?
No, I don't think we've been here since I got here. 1 through 4 is, switching 1 through 4. 1 through 5 is 1 through 5. 1 through 3. There's nothing different than we've done in the past. Do I want to stay with our own as much as possible? Doesn't always happen, but understanding that if I get screened, you should probably be there to help me. So, no more than normal.
Coach, Kings had 11 block shots last night. What do you think about that part of the game?
Some of those were contests from behind and different things. It's not like it's good, but that's not like the super part of our game that we're just like, we're shot blockers. We're not that. That was just happened to be guys were making second efforts and those type of things. From that standpoint, I thought it was really good.
Coach, 14 free throws in the first half, 12 in the third quarter. After watching the film, what did you like about the physicality and getting the Raptors into the penalty early?
Well, I think that we have to play downhill. We didn't get to the paint as much, and I think part of that habitual, again, is running plays as opposed to playing. So when we go DHO, which we call bounce, when we go that to the corner and I get the ball, I need to turn the corner. If I run into somebody, okay, I bump it out. Now I swing it. If I pitch it at the top, I got to turn the corner. I think many times we're just ships passing in the night, and it's just unacceptable. In the third quarter, when we got aggressive, we started getting downhill. We started putting pressure on their defense, and they called some fouls. All of a sudden, we got to the free throw line. We just have to do that consistently at a higher level.
This Blazers team's another team with good size and length.
Yep.
What do you look at in this next preseason game?
Really, I thought this first preseason game was about as perfect for us as we can get because based upon the things that we were focusing on and what we want to do, you don't face teams like that often. Spectacular for us. And, that's a quiz. Some people pass at a high level, some not. That's totally okay. Goes with the coaches as well. Now we look at this next game, very similar. So can we come out and get small wins? What we want to do is we want to win the first quarter. We want to keep them to under 30 points. Let's start there.
You mentioned with only 4 preseason games, not a lot. You guys just play 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you have the same approach playing the starters? Or do you envision anybody sitting? Or
no, most likely just continue to bring them along. That by the time that we hit the first game, hopefully we're at about what we want to see. But there's still some things that have to work their way out, and that's a work in progress. There is no magic potion for how you do that. Some guys don't play that much in the preseason and play great. Some guys play 16, 18 minutes in the first game, and by the last game they've kind of worked their way into it and they don't play in the last game. So it just depends.
Along those lines, is there any with these remaining 3 exhibitions, is there such thing as a true dress rehearsal from what you want to see in any one of these contests?
In every game there's a dress rehearsal for our pregame routine. We're starting to dress rehearse, let's get it as close to what they're going to feel when they come in at 35 and how it feels when we're watching film when we're done. It's a step-by-step process. Same goes with shoot-around. What shoot-around feel like? First game, there were some things that we had to do in shoot-around that we won't normally have to do, and hopefully as we go forward we'll lose those things, so by the last game we get to your basic shoot-around so they can feel what it feels like. But that goes from every aspect of our organization. It's not just from stepping out on the floor and playing.
Did you get a sense of the crowd, 16,000 people, what it means for them to have another season of Kings basketball?
Well, you know, our fans are the best in the business. So for them, like just watching them file back in the building is a super exciting thing. Now we need to deliver to them what they expect to come see. That's probably the most important thing for me.
Dylan just said if anybody messes with Zach, he's going to make sure that they feel it. How much do you like having that mindset on your team?
That's my guy.